Guys, welcome to today's course. I hope you've been enjoying yourself so far. Today we'll be looking at importing and saving data in R. Would like to read some documents or save some documents. Maybe we've created a couple of data frames that we want to save, or we have an Excel file on our laptop that we want to import. So this is how to go about it. So first off, let's look at importing packages. So importing packages in R is pretty easy. So you could go about it through the terminal, the console. So let's write a script for this. Import. Let's say we want to import read R because we'll be using it soon. So all you need to write is install the packages. We want to read R. So you can notice the quotation marks. So that is important. So if you don't have the package, you would have to install it. But if you have this package, you then need to load it using a library read R. Note that there is no quotation mark. So this is an easy way of getting started with your packages. There's also another way to install. Over here, you would see these tabs: files, plots, packages, help, viewer, presentation. So you come to this packages tab, you would see all your packages over here. Then there's an install button here. Once you write your package that you want to install, make sure it's the right one. Install. That also installs your packages for you, right? And after installing, you then need to run this code so that it can be active in your workspace. I hope that's clear. So there are a couple of packages you need to install. So what you would do is, let me write out the packages for you. So you need to install read R, read XL, write XL, even. So if you have these, you should be good to go for your CSV, Excel, SPSS files, and all of that. So copy this, go to install, just paste it in, just the read R, read Excel, write Excel, even, all of those, then click on install. So all these packages would then have been installed. Then you need to load them into your workspace. So let's put this down here. The library read Excel, library write Excel, and library even. So you need to get this loaded. So run. Another way to run on your laptop is, if you're using a Mac, you use command return. I think Windows is control enter, or you could just click on run. So if you are on the exact line, or if you want to run multiple lines, just highlight then run. So now that we have handled installation of packages, let's create a data frame that we would save. Creating a data frame. So we have a data frame here. It's a student variable. We are creating a data frame, that's data.frame, and all of these are inside the data frame. So we have the ID. This would be a column. You can see 1:5. So this is telling you that it will list out 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Name. We have Ada, Ben, Chi, Dara, Emmy. All of these would be under name on each row. And we have age, 14, 15, 14, 13, 15. Then grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, and all of that. Math score, we have this. So if you run this and then run students, you would see the data frame over here. All right, now that we've created our data frame, let's write it as CSV. But before we write as CSV, we need to ensure where we are writing to. So to know your working directory, use this code, get working directory, get WD. So if you run this code, you would see where you are working from, right? So you can change it by this set working directory code, but what we change is this path, right? So your path would be the actual path on your laptop to that folder. Or if you don't want to go this route, you come here in sessions. You would see new sessions, terminate R, then set working directory. So you see to project directory to source file location. Then you can choose directory wherever on your laptop you choose. Your directory will change to that location, right? So after doing that, let's save we're working with CSV. So this is the code we want to run. Not okay. So let's do this one first. Let's write the CSV. So write underscore CSV student.csv. So in R, there are multiple ways to do the same thing, right? So we have multiple packages, even from the base R functionalities. There are ways you could write, there are ways you could read your files. So make sure you're not boxed up in one method. So this is just one of the ways we can go about it. Okay. So if you do this and we go to our working directory, let's quickly go to our working directory. You see it here. We've created this file, students.csv. So that's how that works. Now, let's now bring it in. Let's bring it in. IntelliSense is already giving me all my codes that I want to write. So can you see how easy coding is in the age of AI? So we have students_CSV. So this would be where it will be saved. This is just the variable. You can name this anything, right? So read_CSV. This is the function that is reading this. So this will check your working directory and look for this file. So if it's a CSV file, you use this code. Now, if you run this, and you type up and run, you would see all of your data in there. So now let's look into Excel. All right. So for Excel, we'll use right underscore xlsx, right underscore xlsx. So if you run this file, if you run that code, it will save as an Excel file in your directory. You can see an added file. So that is how to export your data if it's Excel. Now, if you want to read it, you use read underscore Excel. Now, if you run up to, you'll see that same data in there, right? So it's able to read your Excel file. Now, let's look at SPSS. SPSS. So SPSS is right underscore serve. So note that this SPSS is under even package. So there's also a way to check that, to know what you are doing, what is even this thing I'm doing. You can check the package here, search for it. This is under packages, search for it. You can see import and export SPSS, starter, SAS. So you see all the codes you need to do that. And you see read underscore SPSS, read underscore SAV. So read and write SPSS files. So if you click on this, you would see how to use it, all your parameters that you could specify, and all of that. So this area is good for you to check if you are not sure of what you're doing, or you want to confirm how to do some things. You can easily come to this help area. You can see that we are now in help. So we came from packages. Because we clicked on this, it took us to the help section. So help, you can search for anything, any code on R or any function on R. Let's say we want to check read CSV, read underscore CSV. You see it, you see what you need to do, parameters you need to pass, and even a description. So you can see arguments, file, a description of everything, delim, quote, escape, backslash, all of that. You see it in the help section, right? So use that to your advantage. So let's write it into SPSS. Let's run this. Run this. So it will be written into SPSS. So if you check our file now, you would see student.sav. It's saved. Now, to read it, same thing, read underscore SAV, run it, run this, you have your data frame. So there are several data types you could check out. We have, okay, let's do TXT. Let's do TXT because it's also a common data type. TXT. So TXT is a bit different. So it's not write TXT. It is write delim. And you need to specify the delim. So this delim means delimiter. It means it is tab separated, right? So you have your student variable. That is what we defined over here. Then we have the name of the file. Note that this name of the file, this students.sav, it is you that define it. So the students can be students of hope. So it can change, right, to whatever you want it to be. But make sure the .txt is there. Then the delim is just what the text file is being used to separate each data point. So we are using tab. So that's why we use \t. So if you are not sure of what to do, you can always come here. Say write_delim. What am I supposed to do there? You would see all you need. You can see write_delim. Then if you go to delim, let's go to delim. Delimiter used to separate values. Default to space. So this is just two quotation without anything. For write_delim, comma, for write_xl_csv, and semicolon for that. So it uses some defaults unless you specify what you want it to be. So let's run this. So we'll see our text file. You can see Students of Hope text file. Now, running it, you can just run this code, same thing, include your delim, read_delim. So if you run this code and you run this to bring in your data set. So that will be the end of this module. I hope you enjoyed it. And so by now, you'll be able to import your packages, install your packages, import your data in whatever form it is. And we'll put some examples or some exercises for you to train on. And I'll be seeing you in the next class.